Game of Thrones exists in a dense world filled with oddly named cities and characters. But if there's one word that even the most casual fan can recognize immediately, it's this.
Khaleesi. Khaleesi.
Khaleesi! Let's talk a bit more about who that word represents. Here's everything you need to know about Daenerys Targaryen. Long before the start of Game of Thrones, Westeros was ruled by House Targaryen, descendants of an ancient civilization called Valyria, known for their kinship with dragons.
Their reign came to an end thanks to Robert Baratheon, who launched a rebellion against the crown and won a war that resulted in the Mad King Aerys Targaryen's death, as well as the deaths of his entire family.
Well, almost his entire family. When Game of Thrones begins, we catch up with the Mad King's two surviving children, Viserys and Daenerys, who have lived far away from Westeros in exile for virtually their entire lives. Viserys, among the most punchable characters in Thrones history, forces his sister to marry the warlord Khal Drogo in order to enlist the savage Dothraki people in a war to win back Westeros. It doesn't exactly work out the way he planned. With her petulant brother out of the way, Daenerys becomes a rising star among her new people, and becomes pregnant with Drogo's child, the prophesied stallion who mounts the world. But just as she's getting used to the Khaleesi way of life, her luck takes a turn for the worse when Drogo dies, followed swiftly by the end of Dany's pregnancy. These tragedies pave the way for a new transformation. Daenerys, consumed in fire, essentially giving birth to 3 infant dragons. The first dragons seen in years and years and years. As it turns out, dragons are just like kids. They grow up a whole lot faster than you think. Over the course of the seasons, Daenerys and her dragons conquer cities, liberate slaves, and even make some new friends. She also earns about 1,000 nicknames and titles, including Mother of Dragons, Breaker of Chains, Misa, Khaleesi of the Great Grass Sea, The Unburned, Beyoncé. All of them are well-earned. Sure, there's some adversity along the way, including a skirmish with some old, bad Dothraki barbarians, and the less said about Karth, the better. But by and large, Daenerys' story is one of triumph, at least through 6 seasons. And there's very little reason to doubt her now, as the last Targaryen finally moves toward Westeros to claim the Iron Throne. Except for the fact that she's not the last Targaryen. Keep an eye out on that new family feud when Season 7 arrives. For even more about Daenerys Targaryen, head to thr.com/Game of Thrones, and keep the conversation going with me on Twitter @RoundHoward.